Right, so welcome everybody to tonight's topic. I will be facilitating this evening with some help from my trusty coaches who are here. We're going to start tonight by talking about gut health and digestion. So I think it'd be good to just have a little explore about what probiotics, gut enzymes, and fermented foods do. So does anyone, I know Emma's a big fan of these things, but anyone who want to guess at what they do and why we have them?
Well, from what I know of prebiotics, probiotics, all the stuff is that it helps to populate the biome and the good bacteria and hopefully eliminate or heal from the bad bacteria.
Yeah. Yeah, so probiotics, absolutely, they are adding in more beneficial bacteria because we have good bacteria and we have bad bacteria, and we actually need to be topping up on our good bacteria a lot. And interestingly enough, modern diets do not have a lot of this in them. So back in the olden days, we used to ferment a lot of foods because that was our main way of storage. But now everything is processed and we have all these additives, so it's stored. So we're not eating a lot of fermented foods. So we're not topping up naturally because you get in fermented foods like sauerkraut and kombucha and kefir and those kind of things. They have a lot of beneficial bacteria naturally in them. So we used to have a lot more than we do. So probiotics are actually specific supplements that have got a lot of beneficial bacteria to top up your system, essentially. Enzymes are another thing, and it can be due to age, for example, as we're all getting way older than we used to, that actually the production of enzymes and the quality of that we're producing degrades with age. So as you get older, it can be very beneficial to supplement with enzymes because that helps to break down the food. And some people who have experienced some poor gut health will benefit because it just means that they're topping up on the enzymes naturally. So yeah, it's something that I've started actually supplementing with. I'm 48, but I'm actually finding that that's been beneficial for me. And there's also something called prebiotics, which is essentially it is foods or supplements that feed the beneficial bacteria. So the bacteria need to feed on good stuff, and this helps them to multiply. So prebiotics are good. So you can get prebiotic foods just that are naturally prebiotic, so they help the good bacteria. And you can get prebiotic supplements as well that you can just take. So you don't have to consume or worry about which foods and what have you. And all of this just helps top up and keep that microbiome running really well. Great. So to bring this all together then, so for everyone here and for everyone watching, what one thing will be your takeaway this week? So it could be something that you're going to stop doing or stop having, or it could be something that you are going to start doing or start having.
I'd love to see Emma's lesson on how to ferment.
Mm.
Because my neighbor, she just did some kombucha and it actually tasted well. I don't like bottled, stuff you buy. That turns me right off of it. But
Well, the
don't you guys?
wonderful thing about brewing your own is you can choose which tea bags you use. So typically it's green tea is often used, but you can use all different types of tea. So that affects the outcome. You can also, you're in control of how much sugar goes into it. And you can also add in fruit juice and things at the end if you want to do like a second ferment. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it when you brew it yourself. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to that lesson.
Actually, I met Emma the day I met Emma, which was many years ago now. She was running a session on how to make kombucha, wasn't it?
Was that recorded?
So it was a live in-person session. It was all about kombucha, and we got to try all these different things that she had made. So you've been doing it a long time, Emma.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit of
Well,
an
I look
obsession.
forward to learning from you, Emma.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. My thing is that I'm going to be more mindful when eating and sit down and take my time because I'm terrible for rushing eating. always just seem to be rushing around and just grabbing stuff, and just, yeah, definitely need to slow down, chew it properly, pay attention. Definitely.
Excellent.
Me
Yeah,
too, actually.
that
Yeah.
made a significant difference in my life. And my husband just started like just mirroring me without even knowing. I don't know if it was I was pacing him or whatever, but he has released 30 pounds over the
Amazing.
last, I mean, well, since September. So that's been more than 6 months, but I think it has a lot to do with, being more mindful and of course not eating the crap at lunch when he's not not in our house, but yeah,
Amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
chewing
it's
makes a
wonderful when
difference.
it spills out onto family, as well, the knowledge that you're building.
Positive influence on everyone, people around you. It's amazing.
So thank you everybody for joining us, and thank you everybody who's watching this, and we will see you all again next Wednesday.